Good morning. We are in Mill Valley, getting a few things before we get up on the road today. First on our agenda is going to be Muir Woods, which we're really excited for. So we're going to go get some snacks. We need to stop by Walgreens to get me a wrist brace on account of my injuries. And we're going to also maybe stop by a plant store because I might want a plant from here. So we got these chips in Mill Valley, and I couldn't stop laughing at the fact that they claim to have like 1 billion probiotic cultures per serving, because that's like a spoonful of yogurt, but they just make it sound like this huge deal when it's just chips. We're in Bodega Bay right now, getting gas, and we drove through Muir Woods, which was kind of a mess. I guess you needed to have permits to be able to park there since January of this year, which I didn't know about. But we went there anyway. We were just going to stop by the ranger station because I needed to pick something up. And there were so many people there, and I didn't have a cell signal. And Connor had to like drop me off and then drive around a loop to come pick me up. But we had no way of contacting each other. But we did eventually find each other. Have been driving safely this whole time, which is great. Saw a ton of cows in Olema Valley, which is really cool. When we've been driving up, it's been really cool to see how the environment itself is changing, like the natural environment. When we were in San Diego, it had like rolling hills, but it was relatively flat and the trees weren't that tall. And as we're moving further along the coast, it's getting colder and the trees are getting taller and the rocks are getting more jagged looking.
Seeing the way that the fog is and isn't stopped by the different topography that we pass through, the bodies of water that sort of trickle through in between mountains or in between bodies of land. Super cool.
It's super cool. And the tiny towns that we pass on the way. It's really funny because like in Southern California, the coastal towns that we saw, or the cities I guess we saw, were very like manicured and like you could tell that they were trying to make it presentable for guests in a way. And the towns that we're seeing now are like very unpretentious and very just like, oh, if you want to stop by, here you go, here's some cute stuff. Everything's colorful because everything around it is foggy. Whereas I feel like in Laguna Beach it was kind of the opposite. Like all the buildings were beige because the surroundings were bright. And now it's the inverse where the buildings are painted in like bright colors. Because the surroundings are foggy, like right now. So on to Fort Bragg.
Happy early birthday, Grishma.